If you want the cloud image to be a little more detailed and a little smaller, just set the dynamic range to the minimum. If you want this cloud image to cover a larger area, you can choose a larger dynamic range. Let's see what happens. As you can see, its cloud picture is much larger. This specific scope interprets meaning. You can refer to our manual. And then here's the detection pattern. There are currently two detection modes. One is leakage. It's a pressure gas leak. We are not just measuring compressed gas with this device. Any gas can be detected. Any pressure in the pipe can be detected. It can also detect the local discharge of electrical equipment. When the partial discharge mode is selected, it will have a different interface. Let's look at this leak first. Here are some settings. This is how the leak assessment is set up. If it's the euro, you can change it into euros. For example, a gas is not compressed air. It's very precious. He needs extra money. You can change the fee. Like how many liters per minute is the leak. CFM can be changed. This is about the unit of the air compressor. The unit can be seen on the nameplate. When the main parameters are entered, during leak pattern detection, the sound pressure level can be displayed according to the parameters, leakage and cost estimates. Go back to the settings screen. Leak mode is one such setting. Generally default is fine. What does the partial discharge mode like? Select partial discharge mode, and then click exit. It's pretty much the same. But this location has an extra PRPD map. When our electrical cabinet found a partial release point, what does this fault look like? Point discharge or surface discharge? Then we'll have to rely on this PRPD map. Let's go back to this detection mode. There's a distance over here. The distance is up to 130 meters. This is rough adjustment. This is fine-tuning. This is LAN. Clicking will automatically search for Wi-Fi. It's the same way we connect our phones to Wi-Fi. You can see it connects to Wi-Fi. After click, you can enter password. It's for later upgrades. Do some wireless connections for other applications. Including this hotspot is the same. It's also a form of connection. Can make a hotspot connection with other devices. It can be used for later firmware upgrades, etc. There's also system information just a little bit about our KMV1, like our model number, instrument language. This instrument supports both Chinese and English. Click to select English or Chinese. Can switch. Here is the display version, battery, memory card capacity. There's a reset button here. Under normal circumstances, it is recommended not to click this to restore the default. Overall, the whole instrument is very simple to use, very convenient. Finally, let me show you a little bit about leak detection, how to find leaks quickly. The first leak detection is with ultrasound. Click ultrasonic mode. After entering the workshop, we do a rough scan first. Once you've found that suspect, you can move closer to find the location of a leak. After finding the target, you can click the photo button to save it. Here are some tips for leak detection. sound can be refracted. We scan the valve or flange joint. Sometimes when the sensor is facing the wall. Also found this naphogram. The naphogram that appeared on the wall, it's sometimes not really a leak. It's possible that the refracted sound waves of the pipe are reflected off the wall at this location, and it's reflected back into this device, the resulting naphogram. So be careful here. When a suspect is found, it is recommended to move the sensor from side to side, or rotate your body around the leak. See if this naphogram disappears. If it still exists, then we can confirm that there's been a leak at this location. That concludes today's KMVE presentation. Thank you.